Marriott International's Living Our Core Values series, To the Journey, is all about what makes our culture here so unique. And I'm delighted to be here today to talk to you about one of those things. It's called Take Care.
Take care is a key component in Marriott life. And why? Because at Marriott, we're committed to putting people first. It's in our DNA. Our founders knew that an organization can't succeed unless it takes care of its people. And today's no different. Through Take Care, we're able to provide the tools and resources to help Marriott associates live fulfilling lives.
It helps people professionally and personally.
Did you know that it started as a wellness program?
Yes, I did. It makes sense, doesn't it? To be happy, we have to focus on our physical and emotional health.
It's why our first pillar in the program is Me, which is about taking care of yourself. For some of us, that's choosing fruit over French fries. For others, it's exercise or learning new skills, or taking time to meditate.
It's definitely an important pillar, Ray. It's all about taking those little steps. But there's another one, my coworkers, because strong relationships are an important part of feeling good about ourselves and our workplace. After all, we do get to spend a lot of time together.
And let's not forget our company pillar number 3, ensub 360, which focuses on the good that Marriott is doing in our communities and how we can work together to improve our world both around the corner and around the globe.
Today, Take Care isn't just a philosophy, it's a way of thinking and doing. We want you to know about the resources available to you and know it's okay to take the time to use them.
Couldn't have put it any better myself, Lainey. Marriott wouldn't be Marriott without our associates, and we want to make sure you have what you need to succeed. So stay tuned to hear more about Take Care and why it matters.
Thanks so much for the introduction, and welcome back to the Living Our Core Values series. I'm Kurat, and today I'm joined by Marriott Executive Vice President and Global Chief HR Officer, David Rodriguez, and Global Officer, Marriott Culture and Business Council's Debbie Marriott Harrison. Today we'll be discussing why the future is Take Care and how each of you can apply our core values to your everyday lives. Thank you for joining.
I'm excited to be here, David, and it's so nice to be here with you again.
It's great to be back and great to see you again, Karat.
Thank you. David, we're here to talk about the future of Take Care, but how about we start in the past?
Absolutely. Taking care of our associates has been a vital part of Marriott's culture since 1927. Take Care is Marriott's global commitment to our associates' well-being and happiness. Back in Marriott's early days, our founders, Debbie's grandparents, hired a doctor to take care of our associates long before healthcare benefits became the norm. They knew that truly caring for us meant having an active interest in our well-being. They also knew that being happy at work was much more difficult when we're worried about life outside the workplace.
What amazes me is that we think of well-being and taking care of ourselves as a current trend, when in fact it's something that at Marriott we've been doing for nearly a century.
That's great to hear. And moving to today, how can these programs help associates?
Well, we don't just focus on physical and emotional well-being. Take Care is here to also help you with personal growth, financial planning, and your career development. And what does that look like? Well, maybe it's about helping you become more confident in yourself. Maybe it's showing you how you can budget and save for a big investment. It could be working out what training you need to take on more responsibility in your role. These are the kinds of things that affect all of us. I'd say that Take Care also gives us the tools we need to build strong teams and ways to focus on serving our community, which is one of my passions. These things go a long way to support our overall well-being in and outside of work.
That's so great to hear. And you're so right about that. When we focus on ourselves and the people around us, it's so rewarding.
Take Care also reminds us to treat our loved ones with respect. We can take family for granted sometimes. Just having that principle of taking care of our coworkers at the back of our minds informs so much. Our friends and family are so important, and they need reminding of that sometimes. Something that I learned from my parents is, for example, my husband and I have a date every week. We've been married for almost 40 years, and every single week we have a Friday night date, and we also go away for a couple weekends during the year, and that helps us not take each other for granted. And as far as our principle of taking care of our community goes, I'd say it makes us more proactive and generous with our spare time. Seeing the impact Marriott has on communities around the world can definitely inspire you to make a difference where it's needed.
It's amazing how easily those values can translate into our personal lives. Looking forward, what would you say makes Take Care stand out?
You know, in my opinion, it's several things. We've received many Best Places to Work awards, and I couldn't be prouder, but Take Care is global. It's an effort led by our Take Care champions and associates in the hotels and all of our other locations. Our goal is to provide them with tools and resources so that the Take Care programs are as helpful to as many of us as possible in every country. Also, wherever Take Care is being implemented in the world, it's grounded by 3 pillars. The first Take Care pillar is all about taking care of ourselves. This includes physical and emotional well-being and also career and financial growth because we all want to build a bright and secure future. What does this mean? It means exercising, setting career goals, and developing new skills. And it's all about hitting personal savings goals. We've brought in a couple of experts to speak in detail about Pillar 1 on the next episode in this series. You'll hear from the Global Run Weston Concierge and our Head of Talent Development, who will talk about the growth skills that help us all become stronger in all ways. We will also have a great session on mindfulness and how that can help you lead to a happier and more stress-free life. I think everyone will love that session. The second pillar is about how each of us help each other feel welcome and appreciated. We have several episodes in this series focused on the second pillar. We'll bring in industry experts to talk about why it's so important to simply be kind to one another and the little things we can do to make our workplace great every day.
Right, it's so easy to overlook those little things, but we all know a little recognition goes a long way. And what's the last pillar of Take Care?
The last pillar is about the opportunity to join our company in supporting our local communities and proudly promoting a better society with programs like Serve 360, which we'll hear a lot more about later in the series, and Spirit to Serve. We'll have 2 episodes where the experts will talk about our company mission to bridge cultures and inspire discovery, as well as the ways we can volunteer to make a difference in our communities. They'll share more on our company's commitment to operating in a way that's good for our environment and how each of us can get involved. More great stuff. The 3 pillars really are a recipe for living a productive and meaningful life, and it's the best way to run a great company, one we can all be proud of. I know Take Care has inspired me to learn more about local charities and how I can support their mission to help people in need. And you know what? Even the evolution of the Take Care logo reflects the 3 pillars. You may have noticed that Take Care is beginning to take on a new look. It represents the 3 pillars that define Take Care. Take Care is a lifestyle, and I really like the new, clean, and modern look. And like the 3 dots we use at the end of a sentence, it's a symbol linking back to our proud company history, as well as to all the great things we're going to achieve in the future.
Well, that's really cool, David. And it's important to point out there are tools and resources available under each pillar, which can benefit everyone. I'm always looking to see which tools I can apply to my day-to-day. They're so useful.
That's amazing. And I hear you have a team of advocates across the world who help bring Take Care to life.
Yes, that's the other thing that distinguishes this program, is that we have thousands of Take Care champions across the company. These are associates who are at the heart of the program. In many cases, they've been helped and want to give back by becoming champions. They're passionate about leading the charge at our locations around the world. If you're interested in becoming a champion, go to MGS and search Take Care Champions and sign up today.
Sounds like champions are key to the success of Take Care. Can either of you describe any memorable moments where you've seen the great things that can happen through Take Care?
Well, there are so many examples, but one of my colleagues wrote to me from around the world and told me that he had lost 80 pounds after struggling with his weight all of his life. He got inspired by hearing some of the success stories in the Take Care program, got himself a coach, exercised in his hotel with all of his associates, and really turned himself around. He is now a champion and he inspires others. That's just one of the many examples that we have.
Yeah, there are a lot of them. I'll tell you another about the power of inspiration. I was traveling outside the United States and I landed at the airport and my colleague said, "David, there's a housekeeper that wants to speak to you. Would you be willing to meet with her?" Well, of course I said yes, but I was also wondering, what was I about to hear? Has something gone wrong somewhere? Did she have a complaint? Well, I get there and I meet this woman. She was a single mom with young children. And she proceeded to tell me about a life of poverty and domestic violence that had been going on in her family actually for generations. And what she said to me was that when she went inside the doors of her hotel, it was like walking into an oasis. She found dignity and respect and had opportunities to grow as a person, things she couldn't find outside the workplace. So she said to me, "David, because Marriott takes care of me and my family, I am going to make sure that all my coworkers and my customers feel like family too."
That's amazing.
It's incredible, David.
Isn't it? I think it's important to note that each and every one of us at Marriott owns Take Care. And through it, we're investing in our future and empowering ourselves to live our very best lives.
And you know what? It's not always about those big actions. The little ones have the potential to improve our lives as well. For me, that's swapping out that soda for water, brightening the day of a coworker, reaching out to listen, or volunteering in our local communities. There are so many ways that we can help.
Well, it seems like there's no time like the present. David, Debbie, thank you so much for joining us. It's been so interesting. If there's one thing that's clear, it's that Take Care works. Next up, we'll be learning about Pillar 1, Taking Care of Me. We'll be hearing from special guests on the importance of physical and emotional well-being and career growth resources. But in the meantime, to all associates out there, be sure to take advantage of all the resources available to help you. Take care.